What's up, everybody? My name is BB Smooth. Today we're talking about hit game Moonlighter 2. I'm here to give you a quick review to let you know if it's worth your time. First off, I'm going to start by glazing this game. I had an incredible time. I binged it for about 10 hours, and I unfortunately beat all the content in the game that it has to offer right now. They are coming out with more stuff, but don't be like me. Play it slow, enjoy it. Do not speedrun the game. It was fun, but now it's over and I'm empty. Now we talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is nuts. It's really like Hades. You could call it Hades nuts, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't say that. Nobody should say that ever. Hades nuts fit in your mouth. The combat is really slow, but it's kind of good. It's kind of deliberate. You need to see this game as a Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 2 instead of a Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3. What I mean by that is, you know, every input matters. If you try to input when the enemy is about to attack you, you're not going to be able to cancel that. You are getting hit. There basically is a turn system in this game where, you know, you have to wait for the enemy to attack, and then you can go in for your combo and do whatever you want. I think most weapons in this game do have time to pull off a really nice combo before the enemy will attack again, with the only exception being, you know, a few boss fights where you don't get that much time to do a combo. But the rolling in this game can be done mid-combo, so you can attack, roll, and then finish your combo with the next attack. And I think that's really nice. This is a very roll-centric game. You will be spamming roll, and it feels pretty good, honestly, just rolling around. In the wise words of Donkey, you just keep rolling. I get the feeling you're supposed to get your butt kicked multiple times, figure out the patterns, and then play, you know, close to perfect to have a good time. Do not play this game on hard mode if you value your mental stability, and don't play this game on easy mode if you don't want to be done with it after 5 hours. I don't think you would actually finish it in 5 hours, but like, you will just speed up the limited content the game has to offer. At least play it on normal mode. If you really want to suffer, play hard mode. You're dead in, what, like 3 hits to bosses? That's not a great idea, but on the topic of difficulty, it at least allows you to change the difficulty in the middle of a run. So I fell into a degenerate pattern of playing the game on hard mode, but then if I was close to dying, I would switch to easy mode just so I wouldn't lose. I honestly think they shouldn't allow you to change the difficulty in the middle of a run, because I think it's human nature to abuse this. When you die in this game, your items are going to lose a lot of their value, and that feels bad because I'm a greedy man, so I just didn't want that to happen. The areas are beautiful. They all have different creatures that you have to learn the patterns of, and I just honestly think this game is incredible. I could not glaze it enough. They took a 2D game with beautiful pixel art, and they turned it into whatever this is, this Unity slop, some people might call it, but I would say this game is beautiful, and I think it does a great job of moving into this new dimension. It really makes everything feel a lot more Hades-like, which is not always a good thing. But I think this game does a great job with it, and I don't think it detracts from it. The soundtrack is absolutely incredible and inviting and immersive, and it really just fits the mood of whatever you're doing. The boss music is great, the level music is phenomenal, and just the theme and the town songs are great. Whoever did the music did a great job. Real quick, let's go over the gameplay loop. Go into a dungeon. It's a roguelike kind of, and you get to choose perks and stuff and power-ups, and you decide if you want to greed for more loot or if you want to make your build stronger for the run. I always go for the more loot. The reason you want to get the loot is that you'll come home and you'll sell it in your shop, and you will buy some very expensive upgrades to make your future runs better and just to make your town more impressive. There's so many different upgrades in this game, so many different ways to improve your character that it's actually kind of impressive. They've thought of so many different angles to a good formula for roguelikes of making yourself stronger outside the runs, going into a run to gather resources to make yourself stronger for the next run. I think it's honestly really rewarding. It's really redeeming. And I was playing the game to acquire fat loot and get tons of money, more so than I was to do good in the runs. It's like I was playing the game just to get loot, and I think that's honestly maybe how it's intended to be. A good portion of the game is just sitting in your shop and selling stuff, so it's honestly really rewarding. This game is like 4 games in one, by the way. So there is the combat, you know, there's the dungeon stuff, there's the shopkeeping stuff, but there's also organizing your bag inside the dungeon, and that becomes a mini game in itself. A lot of things have interactions. A lot of items become way more valuable if you meet certain thresholds or requirements with them, interacting with other items in your backpack. And it's really limitless for how much you can use your brain if you so desire. Every different level has different relics that will interact with other relics in different ways, and it's really cool to play around with them. I had a great time with them, but it might get old for some people to optimize their relics every run. At the end of the day, this game is just really, really clean. Like, it's well put together, everything works pretty well. I've only encountered a few glitches in my 12 hours, and it's just nice. It's just a great feeling game. I made it through piles and piles of slop just to land on a good game like this, and I'm so happy I did. I cannot recommend it enough. You gotta check this one out. It really grew on me, by the way. I wasn't super sold from the tutorial or the first run, but by about run 2 or 3, everything clicked, and it was just an awesome experience. If you're interested in seeing guides or content for this game, let me know in the comments. If you hate it, just let me know that in the comments too. Real quick, there are some negative aspects to the game. The only things I could really say are that some people run into performance issues, and I think there might be a memory leak, so just reset the game after 5 hours of playtime to be safe. Also, the game's pacing really works until you figure out how to make tons of money and snowball out of control. I would have liked to be broke for a bit longer, but figuring out the shop mechanics was fun. There's just a few too many methods to break it and get rich quick. If you're curious about these methods, let me know and I might make a guide. These issues for me are completely negated though by the fact that the environments are so beautiful and the boss fights are so great in this game. Thanks for watching. This has been a quick review, and I'll see you next time. Also, this game's on Game Pass, so you don't even have to buy it if you don't want to, if you have free Game Pass or whatever.